What we're going to look at today is the Ansible integration with Password Safe and Secret Safe. So this is a follow-up video to the Password Safe API introduction video where we went through with Postman and looked at how to do a secret retrieval, how to retrieve a password for a managed account. This is kind of taking the Postman view and actually putting this into like an actual integration. So we're going to do essentially the same thing. We're taking advantage of Ansible as the automation platform in that, continuous integration, continuous development chain. If you're looking at my screen here, this talks through how that architecture is going to work. So essentially, that plugin, that Secret Safe plugin, communicates to the Password Safe API front end. Password Safe being, it's one API, and just different components that you're talking to, depending on what the API user has access to. We're using OAuth 2.0 for all of our communication. All right, so from a prereq standpoint, what we need is Password Safe, and it needs to be at least version 23.1. We'll need an OAuth user. We'll need a client ID and client secret to pass through and authenticate that API user. And we'll need a managed account stored in Password Safe that is enabled for the API use. And then any kind of secret that we want to retrieve from Secret Safe, we need to have that set up and pre-configured. The Ansible registration or registry is located here. So all we have to do is pull this. You can literally copy and paste this and put this on your Linux host. And so I've already done this in my environment. And I have my YAML file already set up, and essentially what I'm doing is I'm finding this managed account inside of Password Safe. So it's that admin account, my Oracle 9 box. This could be anything that my API user has access to. This is the environment variables that I'm using to get authenticated. So it's my API URL, the client ID, client secret that I mentioned a minute ago. And then from a Secret Safe perspective, I'm going to go look at the Weaver Ansible folder, and I'm going to pull out this provider metadata secret, and it's going to drop it into a config file. So let's exit out of this, and then what I will do here is I'm going to run my Ansible playbook that has with that Ansible PWS get YAML file, and then what this will actually do is it populates. So if I cat that config, there's what was in there, and I could go show you this in Secret Safe itself. All right, and so here we are. We're in Secret Safe. I'm logged in as an administrator, so I'm able to see kind of all the various different secrets that are in here. I am not logged in as the Weaver Ansible user, but the Weaver Ansible user, this is their folder that they have access to inside a Secret Safe, and then these are the two secrets that they have access to. So one is an actual username and password, the other being just a block of text. And if I go look at the details here and then make this visible, so this is essentially all the information that I'm storing in here. To be frank, this could be whatever I want it to be. If I wanted to have information about an AMI and AWS, I could have that. We could populate this with whatever we want. So it doesn't have to be just a straight up password. It could be an entire configuration file. I think that's the key there, the differentiator there. The other thing that I did show in my output is this is the current password for the admin account for that on that Oracle 9 server. All right, so in Password Safe, I can go check out that credential and just show, hey, does the password match in Password Safe? What is showing there? It's no smoke and mirrors. And sure enough, that is the current password for that credential. Now, what we can do is we can go change it. So let's go do that. We'll run the YAML piece yet again. So we're going to do a quick here update to that account. Again, this is a local account on a Linux machine, but truthfully, this could be any managed account. So we go ahead and change that password here. There we go. Just to verify, yep, password is active for 3 seconds. Let's go back into my SSH-based session, and then what we'll do is we'll run this again, and this is going to show me a different password. All right, so that is now see, just in the terminal-based session, different password than what I had, and I can go prove yet again that this is the current password for that system. There we go. So that is the Ansible integration with Password Safe, not only from storing and retrieving secrets perspective, but also you can retrieve credentials that are managed in Password Safe. And those credentials can change on whatever scheduled basis makes most sense.